Okay, family, today we're going to speak about some amber fragrances, okay? Now, I don't want to get it twisted, all right? I like a lot of different type of fragrances, styles, and all types of, genres in these type of fragrances, but I am true to who I am. My top 10, what I really like, doesn't really change just because I smell something new. It's kind of who I am. I stick to who I am, but I like so much stuff that, you know, that's why I have a big collection, and I'm not mad about it because I like a lot of stuff. But listen, just to get it out the way, right? My number one amber fragrance, and it's not because I think it's literally better than every single one of these. It's my favorite. It's my number one. It has nothing to do whether it's more complex or not complex or this and that and that and this. Remember, family is what you like. Everybody has their taste and have to stick true to their style. Now, for me, MFK, Grand Soir, that's my number one. This is true to my style. The amber, vanilla, simplicity is true to my style. Prefer this fragrance. It's my number one. Now, if you were to say, what amber fragrance are you missing in your collection? I'm not really missing anything, but if I had to just say I'm going to get probably one more for sure, it's going to be a Raja Amber Oud. That's just because I just want to have one in the collection from Raja, but not because I don't have an amazing amber fragrance collection. And this, no matter what I smell, this is still going to be number one because to beat this, you're going to have to beat this style. And then I'll dethrone it, no problem. So now that we're done with my number one amber fragrance, but let's get into the rest of my ambers that are amazing, smell sexy, banging, and just masculine. You know what I mean? With some cojones. Now, family, I hope you have fun today. Remember, pure entertainment. Let's enjoy. Okay, so you know what? I'll start off with a rough amber. Okay, these four ambers are gonna have similarities. Okay, and we're gonna start with the one that kind of set it off with this, like, I would say this burning hay effect. But over here, it's sort of like a burning farm. This is from Serge Lutens. This is called Amber Sultan. So this amber fragrance, oh man, it just smells like if you just walked out, like it takes me to like when I used to go upstate New York and there was a farm right there and you would come out the house and you see the farm. It just reminds me of a farm torched on fire. That's what I get with this fragrance. And it's kind of, I would say to most people would be off-putting, but man, this dry down is stunning fragrance. Very surprised. And it works, and I get a good 10 hours with this fragrance. So don't worry about hearing reformulations or stickers. They work great, guys. I really can't complain about the fragrance. Works amazing. Now, another genre in that style with that amber hay accord type burning feeling. But over here, it is done very opulent. Best way to put it. This is the opulent way of a burning hay amber. This is Ambrera from Profumo de Roma. If I didn't butcher that. Yeah, see this? This amber is different. It's like that. It has that burning effect, but it is sexy. What I mean by sexy is refined. So Amber Sultan is sexy as well, but it takes to the dry down for you to really enjoy it. Over here, it pretty much, the whole fragrance is a very sexy, ambery, a little bit challenging kind of fragrance. Works really well. Super long lasting, like 12 plus hours. This company loves making strong fragrances, guys. Profumo de Roma, sorry. Ambrera. Hopefully I didn't butcher the F out of it. Now, Let me take you to like another style of that Amber Sultan, that burning hay, burning amber fragrance. Now over here, got me into this house from Diaz and Durga. It's just called Amber Kisco. Man, it's really good. This is really good, man. Super strong. Look at the juice color, man. Look at that. I'm telling you, this is a nice, masculine. It's a little more, I wouldn't say more tame than Amber Sultan. It's just maybe a little more masculine forward on initial spray, where Amber Sultan is just a barn on fire. It's a wild child on the loose, but it tames down to be one of the most sexiest amber fragrances in this list, Amber Sultan, and you get it for $100. But these fragrances go in that style of that Amber Sultan, and man, they did it really good here as well. It's a more masculine forward type of burning amber. Really good, guys. And if you like amber, if you like Amber Sultan, this is something you should truly sample or buy if you see the right price. Now, this fragrance has also that same effect, but this might be the most refined one. Might be. It's between this one and Perfume de Roma. They did really well. From the House of Chanel. This is Leon. So, man, this is really good too. Super refined. It has that, for me, that burning, I always say, like, this fragrance reminds me of if it was a lion in the desert in Africa and the sun is hitting his mane, and that burn from the mane is what you get here. So they did the same replica with that amber, So these 4 fragrances, Amber Sultan had a lot to do with that construction build, but great fragrances, all of them, guys. You can't really go wrong. It's just a shame with the price hikes, you know what I'm saying, with Chanel. But if you don't want to pay Chanel prices and you can find this one for like $200, which you probably can, just shoot for this one. If you don't want to pay the Chanel price, okay? Now, let's get into some animalic, like really animalic, dangerous fragrances. Not so much like these, because these are more of that burning amber effect. These are animalics. And the first one I'm going to mention is from the House of Amouage. And I wasn't going to put this here, but I had to, because I really looked at the composition and amber plays a deep role in here. The amber note is not in here, right? But what it does, the labdanum, and the clary sage is how the amber is brought forward in this fragrance, as you can see with the color of the juice. So there's no amber in the notes, but they have other notes that substitute that and make the amber in the fragrance. And this has the cognac, the cumin. I just love spraying this fragrance, so I sprayed it. I consider this to be a masterpiece, guys. And like I said, with everything else in here, with the animalics, the leather notes, the amber sits dominant at the base, from the mid to the base, with the clary sage and the labdanum, if I'm not butchering that. It's going to bring that amber forefront in this fragrance, and probably other things in there as well. But regardless of the fact, this type of amber is an animalic type of amber, where that cumin gives that, I wouldn't say BO, but I just like it. I mean, because it also has that cognac, right? If I'm not incorrect. So it has the cognac, it has the cumin, You know, it has the amber, the leather, the animalics, has nutmeg. I mean, this has a ton of notes, but two notes in this composition bring forward that amber heavy in this fragrance at the base, the mid and the base, and it just works well, guys. So if you're looking for an amber fragrance that's animalic with no amber in the fragrance notes, but other notes compensate for that, check this out. Overture Man. And it has cumin, okay? So you're gonna have a little bit of that BO, but that cognac, baby. This is a stunning fragrance. Masterpiece. To me. Always sample my masterpiece because I like crazy stuff. And then the next fragrance I'm gonna show you is crazy. Now this fragrance does have amber in the notes. And this is a daring Kookaburra crazy fragrance, okay? From the House of Kajal. This is Warwick. Just take off the ER and it says war. That's kind of what this is, man. Listen, this has oud, leather, amber. I think it has leather. Oh, shoot. I'm going to spray this. This is strong. You know, the best way I can explain this amber fragrance, I've never been in this situation, but I'm assuming it's what it is. Like if you go to a place where lava's coming out of the dirt, out of the ground, that red heat is where they stick this amber in. And that's kind of what I get here. It's a very hot, dense, strong amber fragrance with that agarwood oud. I mean, this is a very challenging fragrance, guys. This is not for your everyday consumer, okay? This amber fragrance is no joke. But I would say this. It's another reason why I put this Overture Man here. If you like this and you want it to be more challenging, shoot for this. You see that? This, you see the difference, guys? Where they made the amber pop, but this has the amber. But regardless, Overture Man is a masterpiece, so I'm not here downgrading my masterpiece. I'm just saying, if you want something more daring, not for everybody. If you felt Overture Man is not enough and you need some more, I got you right here, okay? Look this, just check this fragrance out, guys. Warwick from the House of Kajal. Okay, so now we're going to speak about some sweet, sexy amber fragrances, okay? I got 6 of them for you. Now, from the House of Issey Miyake, and this is Le 10 pour Homme Noir Ambre. Hopefully I didn't butcher the F out of that. Yeah, see, this sexy, sweet amber. Yes, it is a designer, but oh, it's just so good, guys. Listen, this house, they make just really good stuff. Even though it's designer, but the quality is good. The sexy amber richness is really good. Masculine. And on a designer level, that's very well done, okay? They did this immaculate, guys, okay? So, when you want a nice, sexy amber fragrance, and if you see this available, just trust me. It's a nice, sexy, sweet amber fragrance. Now, another sweet, sexy amber fragrance. Extremely sexy. Only one downfall with this fragrance, just one. It's not performance. This is really, when they say seasonal, this is a seasonal fragrance. This is only good for, you know, fall, winter. Spring and summer, don't even take this out of the box. Just leave it in the box. But when winter and fall come, 1888, Casa Marotti, take this bad boy out. You want sweet, sexy, amber. It's got to be vanilla in here. Oh, Listen, this is gonna get you compliments. This is so stunning, guys. Okay, this amber, sweet, sexy, appealing. You know, it's a fragrance that's gravitational to you. Like people will enter the circle. Like, oh, you smell really good. Listen, sweet, sexy, amber fragrance, 1888. Just check it out, man. You get it for a good price and innocent. And then like I said, if you like sweet, sexy stuff, you can blind buy this. Don't worry about it. You get money. Another fragrance they don't speak about. It's sweet, sexy leather. Man, Kajal is so slept on, family. From the House of Kajal, this is Fihad. This might be the best Kajal out of all of them. I smelled a lot of them. This is good, guys. This is like, I could wear this every day. Look at the dent. I have a lot of fragrances, guys. It's hard for me. Some things I do put a dent in. You're going to see some stuff. One of them here, I do. And this is one that I had to put down because I wanted to buy more from the house. But this is a sexy, amber, leathery fragrance. They do leather, amber, sexy, amazing Kajal. Listen, you just got to try this fragrance out. If you like these amber, sweet, sexy, but with some leather to give it something different, and yo, performance out of this world. 12 plus hours. Fihad. Now, to be honest, guys, everything here performs. Everything is a 8+ hour fragrance. Really 10 plus hours, okay? And some are just way more than that. So this fragrance, I kind of, when I bought this, kind of went buck wild with this fragrance. You know, I did. But if you want an aquatic, sweet, sexy, masculine fragrance, an aquatic with amber, check this fragrance out, man. Acqua di Gio, Giorgio Armani, Absolute Instinct. Yo, look at the dent, guys. This is only like a 2 point something. Now you say, is it really that good? Fully wrapped. Let me just show you the name so you can see. I'm telling you guys, this fragrance, you want sweet, sexy, aquatic, summertime, amber. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I went crazy. The kid went crazy with this one. Yeah, this is a stunning fragrance, man. You can see the dent, you know. The dent don't lie, you know. I still got more than half the bottle. I had to put it down because I was like, whoa, you know, I don't want to just burn through this. Okay, man. One of the most, man, sexiest, sweet, amber, tonka, vanilla, cardamom, green apple fragrances, but that amber in the bottom with that tonka. But yeah, this is the original bottle too. I mean, original first edition. Like this is the first wave of fragrances that came out. This is the Armani Code Profumo. And I got a pretty good dent in here too. But I also have the 30 mil. Oh, so happy I got it like that. Guys, listen. Cardamom, green apple, tonka bean, vanilla, amber. This is sexy. 1 second, family. Hold on. Like I was saying, this is sexy. This is extremely sexy. This is one of those designer fragrances. You're like, ooh, ooh, and this is like a 12-hour. This is a nuclear bomb as well, man. So I don't got the slouch here, man. Like I told you, I got the OG, and I have a lot left. And I actually have, let me see something, guys. 1 second. 1 second. So you guys see I'm not capping. Let me just clean a little bit. It's in this little thing I have here. See? I got the 30 mil as well. So I got a fresh 30 mil. So you know I got this fragrance for a lifetime. I got the OG triple OG. So I'm telling you guys, when it comes to my amber collection, I don't need nothing, but I am going to get the Raja for sure. And I'm going to get a few more because I'm a collector. But as far as having a stunning amber collection, you know, guys, you got to be happy with what you have and understand what you have. And also this fragrance right here, this new acquired last year, this is one of the best pickups, if not the best pickup for me last year, man. This Ambergris Immortelle fragrance, it's just stunning, man. E-Spirit Infinite from Harari Paris. Okay, so this is not really, this is like the only fragrance here that I would say is a little different. It's more in the Grand Soir. Like this one would be one that if it was a little better, it could dethrone Grand Soir for me. That's how good this is. Like this amber fragrance, masculine, sexy, like grown-up adult sexy. It's got ambergris. It's got Immortelle. Listen, I feel like I'm missing something else that it has. But ambergris is a note that always gets me, right? This, like I said, this is my favorite. This could be my #1 pickup last year, and I picked up a lot of stuff, guys, last year. And this is probably like my #1. It's in the top 5 for sure. Really, probably top 3. Man, this amber, like I said, it's amber, masculine, sexy. But where this one is a little more playful, juvenile, but just they hit it on the nose. They mastered it. This one is not juvenile. This one is seductive. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. E-Spirit Infinite. This is a bad boy. This is the truth. Now, a fragrance I have right here that is also different on my ambers. It's different. It's kind of on its own little path, you know. Because what they did here, they took the art of tango with you and a female, the friction that you and her give off with the body, you know, feeling on each other and going with the movements. They copied that and put it in this fragrance. So Tango from Miska Milano, whatever that name is. So Tango represents that. Yeah, this is a very prerogative, sexy encounter with a female that you have enormous chemistry with. Just the vision of you and her, that chemistry that's just like this. That's what this is. Tango is that. So this also falls different in my ambers because it has a different way, a different approach of how they made this fragrance. This is great to have, guys. Like if you're looking for a real complex amber fragrance for a good price, you should look no further than Tango. And it's a beautiful bottle, man. Beautiful bottle. Cap is nice. Yeah, it has a heavy bottom, but they didn't over exaggerate it. It's really good. Now, this next amber fragrance I have really should be in my top 10, and it should have been in my top 10, but I just picked other things just because, you know, I stick to my style, guys, and I can't fight. You can't fight who you really are, but you must enjoy fragrances, and I enjoy fragrances, and I enjoy all the things I buy and what I'm able to collect and gather. And this fragrance from Fragrance Du Bois, Velvet Amber. Look, should have see that juice. This juice is real, guys. Look at this juice. This juice is real. Listen. This is like really like this should be my number one amber fragrance. This should be. But because that Grand Soir is what it is to me. But talk about complexity. Talk about there's nothing that smells like this at all. Nothing. I am 100% sure that whatever amber you got don't smell nothing like this. Okay? Nothing. This is one of the most sexiest, masculine, dominant concoctions ever created. Look at that amber. The velvet in here. It is straight petroleum. This thing smells like you lit the gas station on fire. This thing is more complex than that girl who worked in the corner for money. I mean, she's complex in the brain. The brain is gone. This is more complex than that girl. Jesus. You guys have no idea. I promise you, the levels of danger, of how did they put that in a fragrance? I hate spraying it. Look, I've worn it. I'm kind of mad. Hold on. Kind of mad that I even worn this much. It's how good this thing is, man. That's kind of also why I want to get the Amber Oud, so I don't really touch this as much. I get the Amber Oud and, you know, kind of do my thing, have fun. But if you can smell this, this is next level amber type fragrance, man. This combination I've never seen done. And it's unique and it is badass. And it should be my number one amber. But you know, I always say to people, stay true to yourself. Know your style. If my style is Grand Soir, that's what my style is. But don't worry, I'll pick up other banging amber fragrances because I'm not, I don't have no, like, you know, it ain't that serious. It's about smelling good and experiencing good fragrances. That's it, family. So listen, you know how we do here at the Man Cologne channel. You know how we do. All right, family? You know how we do. We praise to the Most High. Family, we praise the Most High. We stay fly, stay in shape. You know what I mean? Keep the guns up. Guys, go to the gym. I promise you. You know what I mean? You go to the gym, you be looking right. You be looking right. Family, stay focused. Like I said, we praise the Most High. We stay fly. Health is wealth. Man Cologne channel. Peace.